Tuesday training after SFR. Let's do this. Are you ready? Let's do this. Okay, I am back in my happy place. So as you guys jump on, I know I'm a few minutes early, but that's actually a good thing. I'd rather be a few minutes early than a few minutes late. I will say that I definitely had an amazing time at SFR. It was so exciting to meet people that I've met through social media, in groups, in trainings, and whatever that we've been doing over the course of literally the last 3 years. Just really nice to meet some of these amazing people who literally inspire me every single day. And I'm gonna get this part out of the way first, so then that way I can get into the content. So give me a hot second here. So I'm gonna share with you that I did get to meet a lot of people who have watched me on YouTube, and to me, I don't feel like I'm anything to write home about. So it's really hard for me. It was really hard for me in person to listen to a lot of things that people had to say, because I don't think like I do that much of anything. But it reminded me every single time that I met someone who would come up to me and say, "Oh, I watch you on YouTube," or "Oh, you've helped me in my journey." It reminded me of the simple fact of that's why I started doing what I do. That's why I started doing videos on YouTube. It certainly was not because I knew how to work this business like a rock star. It was simply to share with others that even if you don't feel like you have anything to bring to the table, even if you don't know where to start, even if you don't have anybody that you connect with, maybe you have a sponsor, maybe you don't, right? Like all the things. I wanted people to not ever feel how I used to feel, because I used to feel very less than, and I used to feel very not important and not anything. I do not take meeting people lightly. It was just so amazing, because like I said, that's why I share my videos. That's why I share my content. I don't do it for any other reason than to help others, and help others feel included, and help them feel like they're not alone. And I think what I've done with my channel over the years has done just that. And so it makes me very, very proud. Very proud to be able to do that. So, and now I'm going to share with you my most vulnerable moment. And you know how it is. If you have been to SFR before, even if you didn't go this year, and if you didn't, then hopefully I get to see you next year. We're going to Charlotte, North Carolina, people. It's going to be a whole new vibe, and I'm so excited for it. But we got a lot of work to do before we get there. A lot of work to do. So here's my vulnerable moment from SFR week. And that was getting to meet in person Melissa Gratz. Melissa Gratz. I've been doing this for 10 years. I got my 10-year walk on the stage at SFR, which was honestly the thing that I was most proud of, simply because it was like my validation that I found my place. And celebrating that 10-year milestone is really, really awesome. But I've been doing this for 10 years, and I will tell you that I have looked to others throughout my 10 years in doing this business. And I remember, I I would assume it's still on the workstation. I am totally going to have to try and find it. But I remember when I had first joined, probably back in 2012, maybe it was even 2013, because I was maybe thinking more of it as a business. So maybe I was watching more trainings. Anyway, it was very early on in my Scentsy journey. And I remember watching a video that Scentsy had put out. They had asked, I honestly don't know who they asked because, you know, I still wasn't very in tune with what Scentsy did or how they did things or anything like that, right? But there was a video that they had done, and I'm assuming that they had people come in and they recorded it like there because it looked like studio quality. And it was a video of Melissa Gratz when she was building her business. And it was all about follow-up. And I remember watching her in that video because it really, like, I can vividly remember it. And I remember from the video of her, whether it was her office or whether it was an office that they like set up for the video, I'm not sure. But I just remember in the video, like they're talking about, they've got like her voiceover and then the video of her. And she's, entering phone numbers into her phone, and she's writing notes on sticky notes. And how she was really dedicated to giving the best customer service. And that she would, I want to say that because I can picture it. So I want to say this is what was in the video, but it was like a little recipe card box, right? Like the little box that you put index cards in, right? For recipes. And she used that as her follow-up system. And she would write down like, Julie, my customer over here loves Luna. And so whenever she would have orders come in, it was like her putting them on a bookshelf and like writing a sticky note and putting like, okay, these are Julie's. And this is coming back. And Julie loved Christmas Cottage last fall. So I'm going to put a bar of that behind there and surprise her with that or whatever it was. But it was all about customer service and follow-up. And I mean, it was long ago for me. And ever since then, she always stood out to me whenever I would see her, whether it was on trainings, whether it was at an SFR. She was nominated for Shining Star and earned Shooting Star. Not Shooting Star, Shining Star. The Shining Star Award. But that was one of the first people that I looked at and said, that's what I want to be able to be like. I want to be able to emulate that. And obviously after time, after years, I've been watching Thursday Night Shift for at least the last 2 years now, pretty religiously. I think I've only missed a handful of times on Thursday nights. And I remember when I first started watching it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Melissa Gratz. Feeling like a complete fangirl. And so when I saw her at SFR this year, it was out in the hallway after I think it was after a general session or before, I don't know. Anyway, I saw her and I remember I was with my friend Texas, and we had already had a whole conversation. Oh, I think this was after leadership. We'd already had like a whole discussion about like get up and go talk to the person who is motivating you or who inspires you. And for her, it was Jen Audette. And so I was nudging her the entire time. Come on, you can do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got this, right? She did go over and talk to Jen, and it was amazing. And she got a lot out of that conversation. And so, of course, we got out into the hallway, and I see Melissa Gratz. I was literally frozen. Oh my gosh, like that's the person that I've looked up to. Like since I started, since I realized that Scentsy was my place. I was frozen. Y'all, I was frozen. And so Texas, she started repeating right back to me what I had been repeating to her. She goes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just go do it, Jacqui. Go say hello. Go introduce yourself. You're gonna be so upset if you don't do this. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you're right. And I would move a little farther, and then somebody else would like come in to say hi to meet her, and I'd be like, oh, all right, she's busy. Trust me, she doesn't trust me, right? She does not want, probably doesn't want anybody else coming up to her. She's probably just trying to get somewhere, right? She was like, no, do it, Jacqui, do it. So finally, she literally pushes me towards her, and I did. And having that moment with her was something that I will never forget. I was at a loss for words. Sometimes you meet people who not only inspire you, but they give you the confidence that you never knew that you needed. And for me, that is Melissa. And so walking away from SFR 2022, that was my most impactful moment, conversation. I am back from SFR. I did get in late on, what day is it now? Tuesday, Sunday night. It was such an amazing week. But I got back late Sunday night, got home to my family. So incredibly glad to be home. And yesterday I completely unplugged. I told Madison, I was like, Mommy's taking the day off. And so we snuggled and we relaxed. So we watched Wally, and we just had a good time, just me being back home and being with my family. And it was really hard for me, I'm not gonna lie, because I did actually end up leaving on late on Father's Day, and then I was gone for my husband's birthday, which was Saturday. And so I had a lot of guilt and I had a lot of stress about all of that, and I was feeling very selfish. Like I had just taken an entire week away from my family, of being there for them. Like I said, Father's Day, my husband's birthday, for goodness sake. You know, my oldest is pregnant, and she, you know, is going through things for the first time, and just being away from all of that. And so it was I personally just felt bad. Like I was giving myself a really hard time internally. Like, why am I being so selfish? But I will tell you guys that looking back over this past week, that, yeah, it was a little selfish, but I think there are moments that you kind of have to pour into yourself, right? And I talk about pouring into yourself and filling your own cup, right? And doing your own personal development. But to experience something like that in real life, in real person-to-person contact, it was just one of those things where I felt very selfish for doing it, but I'm so very happy that I did make the sacrifice to do it. And I want to say that I'm going to be a better consultant, a better leader, a better mom, a better wife, a better friend, a better everything after this experience. And it's a lot to reflect back on. So I'm probably still going to be reflecting on it for the next couple of weeks. I will say that I learned so much. We got to, anybody who is a Director Q or above, so Director Q, Star Director, and Superstar Directors gets to attend leadership training, which happens the day before SFR. And this year we kind of split it up. We had a leadership dinner the first night, and then we had leadership training the next morning. And we talked a lot about multipliers. So I took tons of notes from this session. I think you guys know by now, I am an avid learner. I will never stop learning. Every single time that I attend a training, every single time that I go to something like this and involve myself, I walk away with more than I came in with. And that's exactly what happened during all of this. I went to some amazing breakouts. So again, I have so many notes that I took, and I want you guys to understand that being in the moment, being there, being able to just do all these things, it was so great. And never stop learning, never stop giving up or giving yourself, how do I want to phrase this? Why am I so emotional about this? Never stop pouring into yourself, because the more you pour into you, the more you have to pour into others. And at the end of the day, for me, yes, it was awesome being at SFR, and we got to see all the new products. You may see some behind me back there. See the new products, take pictures, I got, a copy of the new catalog. I'll be walking through that. I got new testers, just all the fun things, right? But at the end of the day, it's, for me, Scentsy is connection. For me, Scentsy is, it's what I have worked into my life, into my family. And it means so much to me. So I am so very thankful for the experiences that I got to have this past week. As you can tell, I was screaming all week long. So my voice is a little rough around the edges. I'm still trying to catch up on sleep. But that's what we go through to do the big things. So anyway, more to come on SFR. And in fact, tomorrow, you can join myself, and Amber Dixon, and we are going to be, doing, takeaways about SFR and sharing that with all of you. So I will post details for the time for that. That will be tomorrow, probably tomorrow night. So I'm going to say probably Wednesday night, probably around the 7 to 8 o'clock p.m. time frame. So anyway, about that time frame. It will be available for replay though if you can't catch it live. That is, always going to happen. So also, as you can imagine, I am trying to catch up with everything. I thought that I was so prepared going into everything, and I had like scheduled posts out, and then my posts were dropping, and then I was like, that doesn't even make sense right now. And so I had to like go back and like take out posts, and it was a whole mess. So the best laid plans, I will tell you, when you really make plans, sometimes they don't always go the way that you think that they're going to go. And that is a really great lesson, to always remind yourself that, you're going to have those moments where you feel like you're doing it all. You're going to have those moments where you feel like you're failing at it all. But let me tell you right now that, yeah, have the moment, be in the moment, and then shake it off and move on. Because, yeah, I was planning on doing so much, and then when you get there and you get caught up in the moment, it's just like, oh my gosh. So I feel like I have a whole lot to catch up on. I also want to make sure that you guys are ready for everything that not only is coming, but as we roll into July. July is our transition month. We are officially at the end of this month. I cannot believe we are at the end of June. So we've got a few more days, y'all. We've got a few more days of this month. And I want you guys to make sure that you are doing everything that you can in your business to make sure that your customers are getting what they need from this month. So reach out to those people. We are still doing the every PWS order. So every order that is placed on your website is still getting a free scent circle in there as those are going out. We have our $25 join special that is happening this month. We have, we just had 626 day. So we were able to have Stitch and Angel come out, and those products remind, I'm telling you, I did way too much screaming. We have, this is how my mind is working, or not working rather right now. We have all these things still happening in the month of June. So make sure you're taking advantage of June. We are going to be talking about transition. Like I said, July is our transition month. That means it is the very last month for our current catalog. So we are going to be doing some training around that, what to do, some ways to prepare for that, some ways to prepare your customers for that, and how you can set up your social media to be able to work for you during this time. So that will be coming up this week. So be watching for more from me. You're going to get more than usual from me this week, because not only am I catching up, but we've got a lot to cover. And if you guys know me, one of my favorite things is Barks root beer. All root beers are not created equal. Let me tell you that right now. I didn't have my root beer all last week, so maybe that's why I felt so off. I don't know. All right, so so much stuff. So those of you who did watch virtual, then you guys probably saw, I hope, I don't know exactly everything that you saw, but I'm pretty confident that you guys got to see all the general sessions that we had. And then while you are, or because you signed up for the virtual portion, you do have access to the trainings, the breakouts specifically, that were done on Friday. So every single person who did a breakout training, those are available. In fact, I'm pulling it up on my workstation right now because I want to make sure that I am telling you guys the best place to go. Let's see here. Actually, it will be in your email. It's in your email. So if you registered for the virtual, or if you registered for the in-person, there were a couple of us, you will be able to have access to those. And let me go ahead, and the name of the email that you should have gotten is, here's your link to hashtag SFR 2022. So when you do that, you will be able to click that link in there, go to that section. Actually, it's not pulling up for me. I may have to reach out to, Scentsy and ask about that, because my link does not seem to be working. Oh, wait a minute. Here it goes. Well, I had to refresh it a couple of times. So, if you're having issues with that, then maybe that's what it is for you too. So, oh my gosh, I haven't even had a chance to look at this. We did have amazing speakers. I will say this. We had Amy Purdy. I was so excited to hear from her. She was one of our keynote speakers. And if you're familiar with Amy Purdy, she's an Olympic gold medalist who actually, she lost her legs due to meningitis that she had years ago, or contracted years ago. And then she ended up having to have a kidney transplant. Like, she's been through everything, but to still be where she is and to keep pushing herself forward every single day, it was just an absolute inspiration to hear from her. So I took a lot away from her session, but please be sure that you are taking advantage of the recordings that are out there. So let me go ahead and take a look here. So the breakouts, let's see how they're listing those. They're listed in the different languages as well. So we've got sell and sponsor, lead your team, improve yourself. So there are many, many breakouts there that are available. I did a workshop and it was over the, yes, Carrie, loved her. I was in awe. I loved her. I did do a workshop for the Focus on the Five, and my friend Vicky did come and did record it. I'm not sure if she recorded the whole thing or got it all, but I am going to be redoing that training for you guys specifically. And I'm probably going to have some help from a friend, because that's what I do, is I phone a friend. So I'm going to be bringing my friend in. I'm going to save who that is as a little like surprise moment. So we're going to be going over all of those topics. So watch for that. I want you guys to, I want you guys to be able to, I want to give you something tangible to kind of work on this week. Like I said, we're here in the last, last few days. Thursday is our last, oh my gosh, Thursday is our last day of the month. I don't know about you guys, but I will tell you, my personal business has been slower this week, or not this week, this entire month, simply because I wasn't there, or I wasn't giving my business my full attention, because I was getting ready for SFR. I was trying to prep things. I was trying to do other things to get ready. I was also preparing my house, my husband, getting everything together, right, on a personal level. So I see that though and over these 10 years, right, I've had many months like this where I've seen, oh my gosh, my numbers are not normally where they are. My sales are lower than they normally are, or this is happening and this is happening. And I know that I can always attribute it to the time that I'm investing in my business. Now, we all don't have just copious amounts of time sitting around that we can just use whenever we want, right? We all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all have lots of responsibilities and other things that we have to do outside of our Scentsy business. But even if it comes down to, I have 30 minutes a day that I can give to Scentsy, or that I can commit to my business, I want you to be intentional with that time. And I know that I've told you guys intentional will move your business before. And I really want to reiterate that now more than ever, simply because being able to be consistent, being able to set yourself up and be intentional with your time, with your efforts, with your energy, with how you're working your business, it is truly going to propel you, because being able to do all of those things is what is at the heart of your business. Like I said, on the months where I see that my personal business is lower than what it normally is, I know I didn't spend as much time as I should have in my business. Now, was it for a good reason? Heck yes, it was. But I also want to make sure that next month is better than this month for me. So just like I say every other time, right? I'm only in competition with myself. I don't care who's doing what. I don't care who has these sales. I don't care who sponsored so many people this month that are doing way better than I am, or who promoted, or all the things. Right now, obviously, I do for my team and my group, all of you right here. But you know what I mean, though, right? I am in competition with me. So I want you guys to really focus on, how are you going to set your July up for success? How are you going to do that? What does it look like? What does success look like to you? Is that your personal sales? Is that sponsoring one more team member? Is that maybe stepping out of your comfort zone and doing an unboxing or going live on one of your social medias? Is it throwing your own Scentsy party, right? So all of these things, whatever success looks like for you, I want you to sit down. I want you to define, take maybe 10 or 15 minutes and really define what you want July to look like for you. I want you to set a clear, intentional PRV goal. Where do you want your sales? Your personal business, right? Where do you want your sales? There's only a handful of things that we have control over in our business. One of those is our sales. So where do you want your sales to be? What do you want that? What is your goal? Now we have on the workstation itself on the main page on the dashboard, you can scroll down, you can see your PRV goal. So set that goal. I want you to write down what your goal is for July for PRV. I also want you guys to pick one thing that you are going to focus on in July. Now, when I say focus on, it's going to be transition month. So we're going to have some things that we're going to be doing training on, talking about, and I'm going to be sharing how I do my transition. But outside of that, what I really want you to think about is, what do you want out of July? Is it you want to be more consistent? Is it you want to do a little bit better on your social media? Do you want to hit that promotion? What is it that you want out of July? Write those down. And if you're feeling good enough, I want you to, or open, not good enough, open enough and vulnerable enough, which I think we all need more vulnerability and accountability. I would encourage you to reach out to your sponsor or your director or your upline. Or if you have an accountability partner, somebody that you talk to and work with, right? I want you to share those things with them. And I promise you that they're not, to you, maybe you feel like your goals aren't big enough, or maybe you feel like, well, this isn't really important probably to other people. Nobody cares what I'm doing. Let me tell you right now, your sponsor cares. Your upline cares. I care. And I want you guys to know that you are what sets the tone for your business. You are what sets the tone for your team. You are what sets the tone for what your success is going to look like. I am not done. You guys have heard me say this a million times probably, and I'll continue to say that even when I get there. But I'm not done in my journey. I'm still working on Superstar Director. I am still here to build leaders. I'm still here to help people build their confidence in themselves. Those are my goals. And being able to meet so many people throughout last week who would come up to me and say, Jacqui, I didn't have a sponsor who I connected with, or I didn't have anybody to help me in my business, and watching your videos really meant a lot to me. And like I said before, that was the whole reason I ever started doing that. And it has become my mission in this business, is to make sure that everyone feels that they are worthy and that they have value and that they are seen and heard, because you are. Yes, Kimber, put that PRV goal in the workstation. Yes, set those goals. So set it there, and then I want you to actually write it down. If you've got your planner, if you're digital, make it the wallpaper on your phone or on your computer. Put it on Post-it notes, stick it up on the bathroom mirror, put it on the fridge. You guys have heard me talk about that, right? Like, you always go to the fridge. Okay, put it somewhere you're going to see it. And then let's make a plan for how we're going to meet those goals for July. How are we going to get there? So we're going to be doing a brainstorming session next week. I'm going to set that up. It's probably going to be Monday. Next Monday is the 4th of July. So I know many of you are probably going to be, oh, Kimber, mwah, I adore you, love. I adore you. I missed you. And I'm hoping that you're going to be with us there in Charlotte next year. Well, I hope everybody who's watching this is, but yes, I hope you're in Charlotte next year. Monday, we do have the 4th of July. So I know many of you are going to be either with your families, or maybe you're going to be doing something at home, or maybe just taking the darn day off. Take the day off, people. Take it off. I'm telling you now. Take the day off. I'll tell you, I took yesterday off, and it was we're going to be doing that next week. So I won't do anything. I won't set anything up for Monday simply because, like I said, I know that you either are going to take the day off or you're going to have plans and you're going to be doing things with family. We still will have Tuesday, our Tuesday training as normal. So I'm probably going to set it for Wednesday or Thursday next week. So I will get that set up. Recouping. Carrie, I know my heart is breaking for you guys. Oh my goodness. So rest, recoup, recharge, right? And get ready, because this week, like I said, it is the end of the month. Maybe you met your goal, and if so, yay! I did not meet my goal. But that's okay, right? Because who am I in competition with? That would be me. So next month, I am beating my own goal. So I'm going to beat myself how I did this month. But my month's still not over. I still have a couple more days. I'm pushing through, okay? So I'm reaching out to my customers. I'm starting to share that discontinued list. I haven't even shared it like in my VIP page yet. I've only shared it in a few messages with some of my VIP customers and with some of the people who I've had some conversations with just in the last 48 hours of people who are wanting to join my team. So I'm also sharing that with them. So start thinking about how you're going to work that in, right? So we are going to goal set and we are going to make a plan for our July. Like I said, this month or this week is going to be a little crazy, resting, recouping, and getting everything together. But we will be doing a lot of things coming up. Now on Friday, it is the 1st of July. I will be doing a training on Friday on July 1st. Also to really help you set things up. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that live or not. I will figure out how I'm going to actually do that. But we're going to create a time that we can sit down, and I'm going to share with you how I personally set up myself for the month. So how I literally plan my month. So I may have to record it just because a lot of the things that I do are digital. So I may need to do it just for the fact so I can share my screen and get that in there so you guys can see that. Because if you're anything like me, I'm very visual. I need to see how it works. I need to see where you're clicking. I need to see. So that's why for me, that's why I do a lot of the trainings the way that I do them, because of that very reason. So I hope that is something that helps you. I know that there's many things out there that say, you know, when you write something down, it is more, your brain is able to like connect it to something a little deeper, which is why I really reinforce the fact of writing your goals down, writing down what you want to accomplish, writing down all of those things, right? There's a science to it, and it connects to your brain, and it really does make a difference when you're doing those actions. So I'm not just saying that just to say, you know, hey, write it down. It really is, because I know it will help you. And the same way when it comes to, if you're a visual learner, really making sure that you're watching those trainings that are incorporating those screen shares and things like that, because it does help to see things how they actually happen. So I'm very happy to do that. Like I said, I'll probably, today I'm going to be doing a lot of still playing catch up, but I will be getting those meetings set up and get those posted here in the group. If you're not able to make those, don't worry. I will be recording all of those. So we got a lot of stuff to go over. We got a lot of stuff to digest. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a training over the topics from SFR as well. I'm going to be sharing a lot of the things and tips that I learned from others that I talked to and got to connect with during leadership. It was really amazing to hear how other people were working with their teams and some things that they did. So I may be posting some polls in the group to see, you know, what you guys want. Do you need something different? How can I be of the most assistance? How can I, you know, help you the most to reach your goals? Do I need to, you know, do more trainings? I don't know. Do I need to show more things? So I'm going to be asking for your feedback. There is no, you know, I'm going to be upset if you tell me something. I'm not going to be upset if you tell me something. Trust me, I'm not that soft-hearted. You are not going to hurt my feelings. If you're like, Jacqui, I'd really love it if you started doing this because it would help me so much. I need to know, because if I don't know, then I can't help you how you need to be helped. So I'm here. I'm here. I'm like that open comment box. Just come on. Let me know. If you don't want to post it in the group or respond to any of the polls that I'm going to put out, that's fine. Again, I'm not going to hold that against you. But message me or private message me or whatever. Just text me, whatever. Whatever you need to do, and let me know what you need. And we're going to work on that and how we're going to frame this next part of our Scentsy business. So lots of stuff happening, lots of stuff to come. If you guys have seen, which I'm sure you have, because I'm sure they're all over. I personally, I have not caught up on Facebook. I really wasn't on social media a whole lot during SFR, simply because I spent family money to get to SFR. I left my family for an entire week to get to SFR. I had very little sleep going through SFR. I had a lot of pain flares at SFR. But all of that was so I could be in the moment. And I was in the moment, and it was amazing. So I wanted to be there to soak it all up so that way I could give more to you guys. I think that was another one of the biggest lessons that I learned this SFR, was to be in the moment. I looked back on my 2019 SFR video that I had done the recap of, and that was when we were in Austin, Texas. I melted quite a few times in Austin. I will say that the heat was not bad in SFR at all. It was actually rather nice. Aside from the dry climate, I've never been to that. And the elevation, I did have elevation sickness that first day, but it was very nice. I will say it was pretty. It was nice. It was nice to go somewhere I've never been. But when I look back on my video from Austin, I remember I had my phone in my hand and I was recording like everything, taking pictures of everything they'd show on the screen, or, you know, all the things. And I remember just not feeling like I was in the moment. I was always like looking through the moment through my phone. And I knew that I didn't want to do that for this SFR, so I didn't do that. So yes, I did take pictures here and there. I did take short videos. I did go live for like 5 minutes at a time or whatever, just to share the experience as it was happening. Oh my gosh, Dan's keynote. Yes. Yes, so good. Just to be able to just be in the moment. So I encourage you guys to find ways to be in the moment. I always like to pride myself, I did for years, on how I was able to multitask. Here's the thing. Our brains cannot truly multitask and be at the best capacity they can be at. Because here's the thing. Our brains can truly only focus on one thing 100%. Because if we're focusing on two things at the same time, we're not giving 100% to anything. So I have had to teach myself how to unlearn how to multitask, how to unlearn that I need to unplug, how to unlearn that I need to live in the moment. Because those are the moments that are going to take us to many, many, many places. I will say Dan's keynote, like I said, it was fabulous. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, I cannot wait to share it with you. Another one that I really, really enjoyed, it was John Ostenberg. Silly me. I have a book. What was his name? He was the one, he was our last keynote speaker. John Ondrasik. I had never heard of him. I know it's backwards. I'm so sorry. I had never heard of him, so I didn't know who he was. I didn't really know what he was about or anything like that. I will tell you though, that one, yes, he is, I guess the creator of Five for Fighting. I know, I mean, I don't know. Now I feel like I have to go back. That's a band, by the way. I have to go back because I was like, how much do I really know about that band? Obviously not a lot because I had no idea that he was part of it. But I will say his keynote really, it hit me in two different ways. Here's the thing. For one, it hit me because I am a very music inclined person. I love music. I have to have music. I commit music to memory. Music equals memory for me. And so, like, if I hear a song, I will usually relate it to either something I've gone through or a personal experience, or, oh, I remember we were at the lake when I heard this song for the first time, or, oh, I remember being at SFR, whatever it was, right? When I heard this song, I've always done that. And he and his keynote did it so well that I was completely entranced into what he was saying. So entranced that I literally, I wrote, you'll see here, I wrote nothing because I was just like, the whole time. I did record a couple pieces of him singing the songs because, to me, music is a big part of me. So that really helped. But it was the way that he spoke and the way that he talked about, like, looking back and the moments that he thought were going to break him actually made him better. And that great success doesn't always happen the way that you think it's going to happen. And that you have to look for your own success. And you have to look for the moments that are going to grow you. I'm not going to get emotional about it, but I will tell you, I was emotional. I cried during his keynote. I did cry. That one really stood out to me. So I have a lot to share. I don't want to take up all of your time because it is Tuesday and it is team day. And for me, that means shout outs. And I didn't get to do shout outs last Tuesday. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to jump off of here. I'm going to run some reports. I'm going to be sending some shout outs. And I want you guys to fill up the remaining days that we have left in June. Fill it up. Hit those customers. Let them know what's going on. Get them excited. Let them know that next month is going to be a big month. If they're ready to stock up on the things that they love, July is our transition month and it's going to be the perfect time. So as you are reaching out, I don't want you just reaching out for sales, okay? I don't want you just reaching out saying, hey, I wanted to see if you needed anything, or hey, whatever, right? Don't do the hey messages, okay? I want you to do a message that has intention behind it. And I want you to say, I'm thinking of you because it's the end of the month. I wanted to make sure that you got everything that you wanted. The whiff box that we have this month is absolutely phenomenal. Don't forget that. Along with the other products that we have out this month. Valet the sheep, Valet. I cannot remember how to say the name. All of the things. So have those conversations with your customers, but don't stop there. I want you to also let them know that you are opening your calendar for July, that you are openly taking times for July. So whether or not they would just like an exclusive shopping link so they can get people to use their link, call it an affiliate link if that helps you out at all, right? Because to me, that's how I really have been explaining it to my customers, is almost like an affiliate link. You know how you see it on Instagram or even Facebook, hey, if you use my code Jacqui20, you'll get 20% off of blah, 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 right? Okay, we're not doing that, but what we're doing by creating a party but giving them that shopping link, that's really what it is, because it's allowing them to be able to get orders in, and every order that is placed through your personal website, remember, it's a free scent circle this month still, and in July, if you're really looking to set time up or set things up for your customers, this is a good time to say, hey, it's going to be great because people are going to want to stock up. We're also going to probably be wanting to make sure that we're letting our customers know the discontinued scent. So I cannot remember if I posted it already in the group. If I haven't, I will post it. I do have a preliminary discontinued list, so I will get that up if I haven't already, but I'm going to check and see if I do. But that's what we're going to want to talk about with our customers. So see if you can go ahead and get your month prepped and ready to go for July. Maybe it's going to be doing some Facebook parties. Maybe it's trying out a bingo party. I'm going to do a bingo party in July. I am so excited to do it. Jen Audette has an amazing way that she does her bingo parties. So that's the model that I'm going to use for inspiration for mine. So I've got that coming, and I want to share that with you, how I'm setting it up and how I'm going to actually do the damn thing. So I'm going to give you the tools that you need to do that. And so we really want to set ourselves up for success by getting those parties booked, whether it's a exclusive shopping link, setting up a party on your PWS, doing a Facebook party, if it's an in-person party, if it's a fundraiser or an event or any of that things, right? We need that. So Kimber, yes, I got you, girl. I got you. We gonna do it. I'm gonna walk you through it. But yes, I'm going to do it off the Jen Audette method. So, because she's just so amazingly amazing. I got to sit with her at our leadership dinner, and it was like one of those moments where I just wanted to sit there and be like, oh, like you're so amazing. Like, right? Like totally doing it. But I didn't. I held back. I tried to hold my composure, right? Okay. Anyway. So much coming. Like I said, I have everything here. I've barely had time to write things down, but trust me, I've got them written down. I have these 2 books. I also sat up one night and did notes. I kind of journaled a little bit in that because I actually forgot to take my journal. Oh, I forgot to take my journal, and I'm a huge journaling person, but I forgot to do it. And I'm kicking myself now that I didn't take my journal, because I do like to look back on those memories too. Because when I do use my journal, it's usually for like, oh my gosh, I need to remember that. That stood out to me. So get ready to have some fun. Let's finish out June strong, okay? If you're not where you're at, then that's okay. Keep pushing until the end of the month. It's not over until it's midnight in Mountain Time. So we're going to keep pushing. Reach out to those customers for the follow-up. Reach out to them also to thank them for just being a customer, and also reach out to them and offer them the opportunity to get those host rewards in July. So we want to be able to set them up either with a party, through a party link, all the things, right? We're going to do this for July. It's going to be a big month. We've got big things coming, and lots of training to go over, lots of training to get our businesses where we want them to be before the end of the year. And y'all, starting in August, this catalog, I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say it right here, right now on this video. This catalog is going to be the catalog that you're going to remember in your business, because we have a lot of tools that we're going to be setting up and we're going to be going over in the next 1 to 2 months. So be ready. If you are here to work this as a business, if you are here to do more for your family, if you are here for that paycheck, hashtag income disclosure, if you are here for that, then be here for it. Be in the moment. Make time. Make up your schedule around your job, around everything else that's going on, the kids, all the things, okay? That's what we do. That is the freedom and flexibility that we have in this business, is to do just that. So I'm going to help you do that in our planning training session. That, like I said, will probably be Thursday, maybe Friday, but probably Thursday. And I'll set that up. So who's ready to build a business? before the end of the year? Who's ready to promote before the end of the year? Please, I hope all of you are raising your hands. I hope you're all raising your hands. Okay, so we're going to do the damn thing. I love you all. I will talk to you all soon. Much love. Bye.